Okay, everybody, we're doing a scrap run today. We have number 1 copper insulated. This either goes number 1 or number 2. I'm not sure if it's thick enough to go number 1. Cast aluminum, stainless steel, Christmas lights and e-waste. Number 2 copper insulated. This will either go extruded aluminum or AMLO. If your yard doesn't buy round aluminum as extruded, as I've seen some yards don't do that, ask your yard about AMLO. My yard buys AMLO as it's clean, no paint, old sheet. So it comes the old sheet, the cat food cans, the pie pans, the foils, like this stuff has been used so many times that it can't go AMLO. It's like a really low grade of old sheet. But if your yard buys this as old sheet, it's a higher grade, it's unpainted. They'll pay you a bit more for it. Ask your scrap yard. My yard also has like clean painted steel, which not a lot of people talk about. My yard is a category for clean steel, which is just steel and paint. And then they pay you more for it. Things like filing cabinets, tin sheds, gazebos, any steel that's just steel and paint that you might have. 2 bags of pop cans, 1 bag of old sheet, low grade wire, number 2 wire, 1 wire, and then in the trailer, 4 more bags of pop cans. So we're gonna see, what do 6 of these big clear bags of pop cans pay? What are 6 of them worth? Old fridge, Christmas tree, a bunch of shred down the other side. I might add some more stuff to the car. I'll let you know if we add anything else. Oh, we are adding irony. Gotta love irony. Irony aluminum, and then mystery, some sort of silver plated metals. I think that one thing's lead. I think the other stuff's copper. I'm not really sure. I'm gonna ask them when I get there. And we're also gonna add electric motors. That will be 1 dirty motor, 2 clean motors, or 2 dirty motors and a clean motor. I'm not sure. Those should also be 18 cents a pound if I remember correctly. I'll see you when we get back with the scrap ticket and what we got, what it weighed and what it paid. I'll see you then. Okay, everybody, we're not going to load up this copper, but I did want to show it to you. My sister's friend's dad brought me some copper. They were doing their bathroom over the Christmas break. So this is the stuff we're not taking in, the number 2 and all the stuff with all the brass. We are going to take in this handful of number 1 and see what the number 1 copper pays us. And that's going to conclude the scrap run for this week. We've cleaned out almost everything. I gotta do some more cleaning up of the non-ferrous. I got this to clean, this bucket here to clean, and then there's a little bit of stuff in there to clean. It's mostly like brass and copper trinkets and stuff like that. I get a lot of brass. I don't know why, but I find a ton of brass. I don't get a lot of copper, but I get a lot of faucets and little things that you can pull brass out of, light switches, outlets, faucets. My brass really adds up. Like I stopped for a couple steel curtain rods, and then there was this shiny long pipe, and then I saw it had some like plumbing tape on the end of it. I was like, this is like it was probably as long as this piece of copper here, and it was a brass pipe for like a shower head of some sort. I cut it up. It's sitting in the garage in a bucket. It wasn't a lot. It's maybe a pound of brass, but it's $3. You know what I mean? Even for a while. I don't know where they were coming from, but some company was making shower rods out of brass, and I found like 5 of them in a year. And you would just assume, oh, it's a shower rod. Always had the shower rod ends on it. It would just be steel. No, it was brass. It was like 3 pounds of brass. Yeah, I'm gonna get this loaded, and I'll see you back when we get paid. Okay, everybody, we did really, really good. I will go over some of the top payers, but I'm not going to go over everything because it's a way too long of a list. So you guys can see there, copper, number 1, 7 pounds, $5.16 a pound, $36. That was a copper pipe. Some of that stuff that was like silver plated stuff, they bought as tin plated copper up here. That one there, the 2 pounds. $4.98 a pound, and then I'll just go over the list a bit so you guys can see everything. Moving down, where is it? Aluminum pop cans. Oh, I guess it's right there up to the top again. Aluminum pop cans, 69 pounds for 6 trash bags, so that's like 11 pounds a bag roughly. $1.14 a pound, $78. So if I can get 6 of those bags in a week, I know I'm making about $80 in pop cans. Wire, 69, 5 pounds, $3.31 a pound, 16 bucks. That was the 2 dryer cords, the jumper cables, and they also pulled out some of my number 2. Any of the thicker stuff I pull out of dryers can go number 2. Or it can go number 1 instead of number 2. Number 2 copper wire, 23 pounds, $1.64 a pound, 37. Low grade wire, 6 pounds, 86 cents a pound, 5 bucks. Shred mat, 420 pounds, 95 and 195 net ton, 40.95. So yeah, this was a really good load. I'm gonna go over all the, just show you guys everything in case people are curious. Those are just some of the better payers today. For a grand total of, right here, $260.86. Not bad. Now, at my scrapyard, I'm not going to name which one I go to because I don't want people knowing what scrapyard I go to. We are signed up for a loyalty program. It's like you sign up online on their website and you get preferred pricing because you are, I'm assuming they track your selling history and all that too and how much you sell, but I get about 10 to 20 cents more on certain items. When I brought in shred with my boss, without being on my account, just dumped it and got paid. We got $185 a net ton instead of $195, so it's $10 less a net ton for shred than if you are signed up for the loyalty program. Yeah, so that's why my price. That's why I get slightly better pricing than most people. See if your scrapyard has this. My scrapyard does, and my scrapyard is a chain, so all of my scrapyards do have. Oh, if you go to any of, there's 10 of them there's 10 of them in Ontario. Then you can sign up for preferred pricing. Anyway, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. As always, have a great day, and I'll see you on the next scrap run.